Hi, thank you for joining me. This is Sherry Andrea. You can find me at sherryspeaks.com, where you can find all different sorts of things related to Reiki, metaphysics, the law of attraction, spirituality, also 80 plus Reiki attunements, and a really awesome custom certificate maker that makes beautiful certificates, shows you a proof. It's only $1.75 per certificate, and you don't have to wait. Great for you Reiki teachers who need a certificate for your students, and it's very affordable and will fit in with your budget no matter how much you're charging for your attunements, even if they're free. So go over to sherryspeaks.com and bookmark it so that you can get back there easily and quickly, because you'll find lots of resources you want to use. Okay, so want to get right into the video. Now, first of all, please do me a favor and please subscribe. Please hit the like button. And I'm going to be doing more videos, and I'm also going to be scheduling some videos so that you will have a heads up in case you want to watch live. Okay, so what this video is about is law of attraction / manifestation and getting started. Okay, so some of you may think, okay, well, I don't really need the getting started video. I already know about law of attraction, I know about manifestation, but there's many of you who, even if you read some basic books like The Secret, you have an understanding, you kind of know the basics, but there are some beginner things that I feel are very, very important to remember as you're practicing the law of attraction and as you're practicing learning to manifest, or you're trying to get to a point where you're manifesting more in your day-to-day life on a regular basis. You know, most of us want to live a life where just our day-to-day life is more abundant, where we're just attracting the things that we want easily. Okay, so as a beginner, or one of the beginning things to remember that's very important is, one, remembering that your life isn't decided for you. Things aren't set in stone. It's not just the universe saying this is the type of life you're going to have, and that's that. You are actually in control of your life. What you have going on in your life, how your life goes, you've always been in control of that. I'm sure a lot of you have heard the expression, you know, you get what you put out. You know, and that's something very important to remember. There are certain actions that you take that have a result. Most people that, like, for example, get readings from me and start asking questions about, how is this going to go? Am I going to find a job, and when? These are things that they're not being decided by the universe. There's no power that is deciding this for you. It's you that's deciding it for you. And most often what I find is my higher self is telling me this person just isn't taking enough action. They need to take more action to have more going on, and faster. So usually this is one of the things that need to be corrected. And a lot of times I spend so much time telling people, if you take a little bit more action, you'll notice a huge difference in your life. So that is one of the beginner's things that you can do right away, that you can change and work on your life right away, where you're going to have noticeable results right away. What decisions are you kind of sitting on and you're not making? You know, in your life, what type of things you got going on in your life where I would say, well, you're kind of sitting on the fence. You know you need to make this decision. Okay, because let's say, for example, there's a problem. I had somebody that said to me, their husband was running a business. He's running his own business. And they don't work a traditional job. They work for their husband in his business part-time, and they help him out. Okay, that makes sense. But she said, but he's not paying me. I'm not a paid worker. And she says, I want to work a job where even if part-time I get paid, I have a little bit of my own spending money. Okay, that's reasonable. But he's not paying her, though. But she needs to make this decision. She's asking me, hey, tell me, about this. Is this going to change? Is anything going to change? My answer in a way is like, no, it's not going to change. But why? Because you're sitting on the fence. This is something that's not going to change until, because it's kind of like being at a fork in the road. You either need to, take the path that's on the right or on the left, but you're not making that decision. The decision needs to be made. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? And what you do about it, that is what changes things. So step one, you got to make that decision. Are you going to keep working with him and try to say, hey, I'm only going to keep helping you and work with you if you can, pay me something, even if it's not all the time, but sometimes. Meet me halfway here. Or are you going to put your foot down and say, look, if you're not going to pay me, I'm going out and I'm going to find a part-time job to work somewhere for someone that's going to pay me. And maybe making that decision, showing the person you're serious, that's going to make changes in your life. But just doing nothing, nothing new is going to happen. Nothing is going to change. You're not going to see any movement. There's not going to be any energetic movement. But if you take action, you're going to start to see things happening. Yes, you do have to work for it. Nothing is going to happen if you don't take action and you don't put in a little bit of work. So I'm even talking about, just as a beginner, let's get started right now. Okay, I want you to pick either saying decrees, prayers, or a mantra that you like. Pick either one. You could say the violet flame decree. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. A prayer, like the Hail Mary prayer. You could say something simple you make up, like, but simple, but high vibration. So using high vibration words such as I am, love, happiness, words like that, high vibrating words. I am love. Even that, using that as your mantra. I am love. I am a powerful being of light. Something like that. Or a mantra. If you have a mantra you really like, you can use that. But pick one of these things, and every day, to start with, spend 5 minutes straight repeatedly saying this. Repetitively. Okay, repeatedly say, let's say you decided to say, I am a powerful being of light. Or you may make one up where you say, I am powerful abundance. I am attracting powerful abundance. I am attracting abundance. Something simple like that. Let's say you picked, I am attracting abundance. You repeatedly say that. I am attracting abundance. I am attracting abundance. I am attracting abundance. Now, say it as though you're stating it as a fact in a powerful way. Not like you're trying to convince yourself of it, but like you're telling somebody this. As though you know it, you totally believe it, and now you're telling somebody what you know to be the truth. I am powerful abundance. Or I am attracting always powerful abundance. Okay. Repeatedly say that, whatever you've chosen, every day. Start with, for 5 minutes, saying it repeatedly, out loud when you can. Now, if you're someplace where you can't just say this repeatedly out loud, then say it in your head. But make sure that 5 minutes a day, you're saying it for 5 minutes out loud, powerfully, like you were declaring it. Okay? Start with that. That's all I'm going to tell you to do. Everything, when you're trying to achieve something, you got to start somewhere. I'm telling you, start here. The other thing is, starting right now, today, limit your negative reactions. Whenever you realize you're getting ready to say or think something negative, make yourself say something positive instead. So, for example, if you're driving in traffic, somebody cuts you off, and your normal reaction is to curse or say something negative, stop yourself. And instead, make yourself find something positive to say. Well, at least they didn't hit me. Well, at least they're trying, even though they cut me off, they're trying to drive safely. Even though they cut me off, at least they're using their signal lights properly. You know what I mean? Find something positive to say. This is so that you start the process of putting out every day less negative and more positive. So let's get started right away turning that around. Okay, so I've gotten you started with 3 very basic things. Realizing the truth that you are in control. You can have a wonderful life where you manifest exactly what you want. There is no supreme being that is in control of this and is making it, and who is deciding you have to live a sucky life. No, not at all. You've always been in control. You just maybe didn't know it. So we're going to take that control and that power we've always had, and we are going to turn things around for ourselves. And the way we're going to start with some basic things that I just taught you. Okay? So start saying and putting out more positive, less negative. 2, pick something you're going to repeatedly say. Now, if it's going to be an affirmation you're going to use, just make sure you're using high vibrating words. And begin saying that. Start with 5 minutes every day, but look, over time, increase that. Start with just 5 minutes a day, but increase it. Get to the point where you're like, oh, well, I'm doing 5 minutes a few times a day. Or I'm sitting down for now and doing it for 10 minutes. Or I'm doing it while I'm doing something else. You can do this, while you're washing the dishes, doing the laundry, vacuuming. Start doing it while you're doing tasks like that don't require a lot of attention. Okay? And that's it. That's where we're going to start. That is where we're going to start. And honestly, after a couple weeks, you're going to notice a difference in your life. First of all, your vibrations are going to end up being raised higher and higher permanently. So you're actually going to be in a position, with your vibrations being higher, to easily attract abundance to yourself in every way, to attract good things. But also make sure that you're kind of putting your focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Make sure you're not spending time worrying about things, and instead spending time focused on what you want. You can do that by just thinking about it, thinking about okay, what am I going to do when I get this new car I want? Maybe I'm going to take a trip. Can I imagine myself driving that new car? What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to be so happy I have this new car. I'm going to wash it every week on Saturday. I'm going to keep it really looking nice and in good condition. What are you going to do? Focus on this. Think about it. Spend enough time thinking about it so you make sure the universe knows what you want. Because if the universe doesn't know what you want by the amount of focus you're putting on it every day, then what is the universe going to give you? It's going to give you whatever you're focused on. And unfortunately, when people are not focused on what they want, they're usually in a state and a focus on worry and problems. And then the universe goes, what do they want? I'm going to give them more of what they're focused on. No, no, no. You don't want the universe to see you focused on negative things, worry, because the universe is going to go, well, that's what they're focused on. I guess that's what they want. No. Make sure you spend enough time basically daydreaming about the things you want in your life. Can you daydream about that perfect job you're hoping to find? Can you daydream about that guy or that girl you're looking to meet? Can you daydream what it'll be like having somebody to go out to dinner with, the movies with, on feeling, sitting and watching a movie together with your arm around her, and how great that's going to be? Can you daydream a little bit about it? Do that, because the universe picks up on that, sees what you're focused on, and then knows what to give you. So this is just a little beginning to get you started, but if that's what you've been looking for, like how to figure this all out, how to get started with manifesting, how to get started with being more abundant, this is a good place for you to start. Okay, now here's the thing. Be patient. A lot of times, that's a huge problem. People just, they're not patient enough. I know sometimes it's hard to be patient. It's hard to hurry up and wait. But patience is going to help you. Just go about this. Yeah, you have expectations, but don't let those expectations trip you up and lead to disappointment. Go about this with no expectation, with no preconceived notion of how long this should take, or thinking about, well, this isn't working, it's taking too long. Don't in your mind kind of think yourself out of this working. You don't want to do that. Okay? So be careful, and don't be impatient or have expectations so high that you give up, or you give up too quickly. You give up in 2 weeks, and maybe in 3 weeks everything would have turned around for you. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, if you're looking for me, remember sherryspeaks.com. Also, if you would like to donations help me to keep going, pay for website hosting, different things. So if you'd like to donate, go to sherryspeaks.com. On the navigation menu, click on donate, and there are many different ways to donate: PayPal, Cash App, or direct by your credit or debit card. So you can help me out if you do that, and I thank you for it. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.